Good morning. I thought what I'd do today is show you some of the routines that have really helped me over lockdown. I've seen quite a lot of chat going on in the YouTube sphere about routines and lockdown and how people have been coping and what's been helping people. And actually for me, I've got into a really good university routine and it's really helped me during lockdown. It's really helped me keep my emotions stable and make sure I'm staying healthy, make sure I kind of have enough energy to do work, but also gives me time to relax and be myself and disconnect from the online world because so much of university life is there. So I just thought I'd record it today in case it gives anyone any ideas about what might be useful for them. So I've already woken up. I normally wake up at 8 o'clock and snooze my alarm once, and that's all I'm allowed. And then I immediately jump out of bed and open the curtains so I can't go back to sleep. And then I run downstairs, make breakfast after having made my bed, so that when I come back upstairs I can't get back into bed because my bed is made, it's neat, it's ready for the day. And then I just chill out for 10 minutes, eating my breakfast, and then I'll be listening to a French podcast, which I always listen to. It just has the news in French, so it trains my brain a little bit. Also keeps me up to date with what's going on in the world. And then I normally do some meditation on the floor because I'm genuinely too lazy to sit up for the meditation in the morning, so I do it lying down because it's as close to going back to bed as I get. And then I have a shower and then I'm ready to begin my day, and we'll pick it up later on when I've got some more things going on. But for now, let's drink some tea. I've just finished listening to the news and I'm about to do some meditation, but I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the meditation. So I have Headspace. You get it free with Spotify if you're a student. It's like included in your package price, and I think that's a really useful thing that everyone should know as students. They have basic guided meditations to begin with, and you can choose the length of them. So I tend to do them for 10 minutes a day, and I've just sort of finished all of the basic sets, so now I get to pick sets based on what I feel I want to work on within myself and what I feel. Now I'm like, oh my god, I shouldn't talk about working on myself because that's neoliberal ideology about the subjectivity of myself, but that's what uni does to you. What I mean is what I feel I need in that moment. So I've been doing a kindness one recently just to try and reconnect with a bit of that kindness for others, because I think I've sort of become a little bit of a shell during lockdown and had to really protect myself first. So I want to try and reach that out to others now and try and spread that kindness that I've been showing towards myself outwards a bit more. And that it's a really nice one. You kind of visualise sunshine within your body and it's really relaxing. So I just do it on the floor for 10 minutes in the morning before most other people in the house are up. And it just sets me up for the day. It makes me feel grounded. It makes me remember that I'm alive and I'm living, which is something that I think can be really hard when we're online all day. And I've really been enjoying doing it. So I would really recommend it. Even just trying it for a little bit to see if it's your sort of thing. I think there are certain skills that people can learn from it and that you can use without having to do a full-on guided meditation every day if it's not your thing. I know I learnt it in school to begin with, and it's only really been now that I've sort of consistently done it every day, but there have been certain things like really feeling the weight of my body in the chair or like paying attention to my breath for a bit that have kind of always stayed with me. It sounds pretentious, so pretentious, and I think a lot of this routine stuff does, but I also think a lot of it helps and there's a reason that people talk about it a lot. It's because it is useful. That's the same as another thing I will be doing later in the day that I'm annoyed. It's just, everyone always tells you that exercise is good for you, and obviously it's good for you, but it's only been recently that I've really embraced that. So yeah, I'm gonna go think about kindness for 10 minutes and really be present, and then I'll go have a shower. Now it's time to exercise. We've been doing clothing as a house. I hate the fact that it's all centred around like body image, but basically what we do is we mute her and we just put on really fun music and have a good time. So exercise. So it turns out exercise just makes you a happier person. I just love feeling strong and feeling like I'm really in my body and like being able to feel my muscles ache afterwards, and it just gives me that serotonin boost. Sometimes it does just make me want to crawl into bed because I'm so tired, but for the most part I've been loving it. It's really been sort of life changing, and also I've been loving going for runs on days where I don't do workouts inside. So normally what I do mid-afternoon, early to mid-afternoon, is I head outside and I head up to Winterbourne House and Gardens, which is a free house and gardens for students in Birmingham, like at Birmingham Uni, that we can just go and wander around. And for me, I find it so peaceful. The gardens they make you feel like you're in the middle of the countryside, going to visit gardens with my family like I do at home, and I just love it there. It really chills me out, calms me down. Quite often I just take a book, go up there for half an hour, read a book, and then head back in. But it's currently raining outside, and I don't have a raincoat, despite having lived in Birmingham for a year and a half now, where it rains all the time. So I'm sheltering inside for now, and I might go out later if the weather gets better, or I might not. But I just find actually getting outside every day is really useful, and I say this having not been outside for like 2 or 3 days now, so I really am going to try and leave the house. I'm going to have a cosy indoor day instead. We've rewatched some Harry Potter and I've got really back into Harry Potter podcasts, so I might put that on and have a cup of tea instead. So I always stretch before going to bed. I say always. Whenever I do the routine, I stretch before going to bed, which is especially nice to just get me back into my body after normally watching something on TV with my flatmates. And then I write a little bit in my journal. It's disgusting, I hate the sequins, but it serves a really good purpose of just reminding me about the good stuff that's happened in the day. So I jot all down on it. And that's it. I put this book away, I turn off the lights, and we're done for the day. Good night.